facing great power competition, looming environmental catastrophe, a spectrum of governance challenges from people smuggling, drug smuggling, civil war, terrorism, etc., accelerated by the fourth industrial revolution, or everything, everywhere, all at once, or the polycrisis, if you like, right? But this is all going on, and no one agency, no discipline, no institution, no jurisdiction owns it. But all of them affect it. And that's really part of the problem. So, and then that's compounded since then by what is what could be described as a further disruption is the presidency of Donald Trump, which I as an Australian, I try and understand what's happening here and reflect on my take on what is going on. And I think there are 5 key factors that are driving it. And I would welcome your feedback. If I've missed one or if I've got it wrong, please do tell me. But essentially, we've got an economic imbalance since China joined the World Trade Organization, the real sense of the Rust Belt being a consequence of China joining the World Trade Organization, the sense of global defense overreach, of the forever wars and the $2 trillion spent in the sands of Iraq and Afghanistan, while China's building the Belt and Road and fast trains across the country. The reaction to the woke agenda, this idea of Christian nationalism and a reaction to perhaps too much diversity, equity and inclusion. And then fourthly, the fears about the border, the fears of otherness being too many and coming in waves. And then this fifth, perhaps a compounding one, this distrust of big government, this idea of the lure of conspiracies leading to this desire to try and drain the swamp. So when you combine all that together, you face this situation where it looks like to the rest of us from outside, there's a fundamental change going on here in the US, right? With what I call a transactional retreat from ideational leadership.